BRP is back. With Happy Black History Month. Although I saw, are we transitioning to Black Heritage Month? Have you seen that, Mimi?
No, it's Black History Month.
It may have been in a work. Anyway, I saw Black Heritage Month, and I didn't know if that was. Like, I know some years it'd be like
a new transition, a new era.
Well, it'd be different waves. Like, you remember when, like, it was the first year where Juneteenth was a thing. By that next year, like, people were really trying to make sure that they were really Juneteenth and in a certain way. You know, they had whatever colors, whatever foods. I still don't know if people really figured it out yet.
They didn't. They haven't.
Happy Black History Month, brother fan. Brother fam, have you heard he may be internet. Have you heard Black Heritage Month at all, brother fan?
No.
Okay. That may just be the people that I saw today. The
show's a long no.
I think internet be internet. So actually, let me get Mimi right there. And there go.
Paddington Bear.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay. Well, squad's here. We got a good amount of people. Actually, let me make sure that because I again, happy Black History Month. It's
Black is beautiful. When
we tell y'all 8:30, there's a reason why. Tap in right now. Tweet going out right now. Black History Month. Black wrestling. There's a lot of things that I think a lot of outlets try to do and attempt to do out there. You know, it's there's only so many days out the month. There's so much history. There's so many. Hell, you see these lists come out. There's so many people that people have not discovered. But I feel like, honestly, matter of fact, there's only one way we can do it. And before I even get into this, let me make sure.
Cal, stop pandering.
No. Let me make sure. I got to give this the right and proper feel and introduction. So one sec.
Is it time to talk about Ron Simmons?
Hey, almost. We get there.
He sound like everybody else doing Black History Month. Ron Simmons.
Well, I want to say it's fact. How about that? It's Kofi Manny. That's what they say. It's been a minute since we've had this brother in our space on the pod, and I was actually listening to him talk about what had been going on, you know, in the time since we spoke to him last. And, you know, life be lifing, for real. But, you know, it's always dope when people can take life and try to create something new. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you talk about Black wrestling and Black history and the future of what we're all doing here, you have to mention Ashe. You have to mention Ashe. I think since December 1st, one thing we've been doing on this podcast has been talking about Ashe. It's been tough to see dope Black pro wrestling, and it's dope to see dope Black pro wrestling coming from someone like the brother we're about to speak to in a bit. Charlotte, North Carolina's own
Charlotte.
He's known as the Revolutionary. I like when he calls himself the Intergalactic Soul. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, because he get into you like that midnight love shit that he do.
You like that NWA promo shit that he was doing.
He was like, yeah, it's the Galactic Soul.
It's the type of brother who has a man step into his building, be like, I'm number one and you're number two. And then he got on the camera and said, yo, let me do the math on what's really going on right here. I don't want to talk no more about him. I want to bring the brother to the stage. February 24th.
2-4.
Right? Ashe BHM is going down. Tickets are available now. And I'm going to say you need to cop them Jones soon.
Front row, nigga.
Hey, you already know what time it is. And if you're not copying, you better get on the on the stream. But we'll talk about it in a sec. Shoot, live and direct for Black History Month. There's no other way we could do it. Darius Lockhart, please come to the stage, my brother. Come to the stage.
What's good?
What's popping? Let's get you. Let's get
on
you.
The Summer Jam screen, Cal.
Yeah,
Stop playing.
I had to make sure I got him right.
How y'all
feeling? How are you doing, my brother?
I'm doing all right. Taking the day at a time. You know, trying to make sure everything is well oiled and functioning. You know.
I imagine that's got. But I mean, the funny thing is I was looking over at your career. You're 11 years strong this year. So it was funny to see you celebrating your 10th year in the industry by saying, "Oh, I'm a start a promotion. I'm a get these people." And I know that you know, when hearing you speak about it, Ashe was something that was kind of born out of, you know, a time you were kind of just trying to figure out what you want to kind of bring to the industry while everything else is going on. So I want to know, for you, that first show, you know, the end of the first Ashe, what was that feeling like for you when, damn, we got it done?
Man, I think it was a mixed bag of feelings, real talk, honestly, because now that it's in the world, it's no longer just my baby. It no longer lives in my brain. You know, now it has people to answer to. People throw their expectations on it. People project their ideas on it, what they want to see. And that's a lot of energy coming at you at once. You know what I mean? When everyone's booking the next show for you and you're like, slow down. We got to get to the second one. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of that energy. But overall, it was cool. It was just, I'm a person who I don't do a really good job of spending time in the moment and like living in the roses. Like D-Lo had to pull me a couple of times and be like, yo, you realize what you're doing? Do you realize what we're doing right now in this moment? Take a breather and enjoy it. And I'm like, I appreciate that, D-Lo, but this next match got to go out there on time. So it's like, it's different when you're in the boss man chair. But, you know, overall, I was thankful. And that's at the end of the day, I'm thankful. But I'm always like, okay, what can be better? The next one, what are we going to do the next one? How are we going to keep this momentum? How are we going to keep this interest and love? And yeah, so I would say mixed feelings the best, but overall positive, optimistic. You know.
Well, talk about the concept. Like, how did it all birth in your brain? And did you foresee that it would be this successful? Of course, we always want what we want to be successful, but this was so well executed that it still has us all in awe. Talk about the process. Talk about the process of how that whole thing just said. You woke up one morning and said, like the Undertaker, and said, "Oh shit."
You know, that's funny. It used to. So it started in 2019, before even COVID started. I was in England, and I just walked away from PWX Wrestling here in Charlotte because we had just run into those things, that issue that Darius Lockhart always seems to run into, where people just don't know what to do with me. Because, you know, when there's no other choice but to push me to the top or move me in that marquee, they go, there has to be something else. So we just don't know. So, you know, I was kind of burnt out, and I was like, I'm tired of people finding a reason. So I was on my own time, doing my own thing. And I remember a lot of people's favorite wrestler now, there was a big uproar about the lack of Black talent going into the new company, All Elite Wrestling. And I remember someone opened their mouth and was like, well, what Black talent is out there that you want us to sign? Like, everyone else is WWE kind of insinuating. And, you know, it felt like a spit in the face to me. It felt like a spit in the face to all my peers. And so at first, you know, me and Saeed Al-Sabah used to kick it all the time. And we would chill on the couch and think like, man, what if we came up with something like Vendetta? Like, what if we did our own flag? Okay, it would look like this, it would look like this, it would look like this. And we mix it all. And then so at that point, I was like, man, we have to do it, because people are just going to keep overlooking us and no one's going to really know what to do with us. And I a million times run into the problem where someone goes, you know, I don't know what to do with you. I don't know what to do with Saeed outside of give him a good match and letting him flip, you know. But Saeed was so much more than and a lot of us are more than that. So it was coming down to that. And I just said, you know, we got to do it. And so I started a little small team originally, and we were, you know, putting money in a pot every week. But eventually COVID happened, and then it all stopped. And so, you know, then we kind of went our separate ways. Everyone kind of went their personal way, a bit of a bad band. But as time went on, things started blowing up for me. And as soon as I came back, I lost my dad like the same week. So it was a little bit hard to keep pushing.
Sorry to hear that.
No, I appreciate it. Like it was like the I wrestled Brian Keith on Friday, and like my dad passed in a car accident Tuesday, so it was very sudden out of nowhere. And so it was kind of a moment where I had to step up and be. Everyone's like, "We're excited to have you back. We want to see you here. We want to see you here." Whatever. And I'm having to, be the revolutionary for everybody. But I really was just very disconnected from everything. Even throughout the NWA and AEW stuff, I was just trying to, make my fans happy, kind of be myself after what I'd worked for 10 years. I was trying to say, maybe you should enjoy the fruits, whatever fruits you can have. And then when that kind of shut down, when I kind of walked away from everything, it began to be a little bit too much, all that turmoil. I just was just like, too much. And I decided to walk away from pro wrestling. And I knew I was always going to come back. But I always, and I said, when I come back, we'll work on Ashe. That it turned into Ashe really slowly throughout, realizing that I can't keep walking with anger or confusion or hurt in my heart. There was a lot of like those feelings or whatever like that. And so I had to kind of shift that. And my time off kind of informed that. I realized that, maybe it has to look different. Originally it was called Vendetta, in tribute to the video game. Yeah, we were going to do the full thing. But I saw that people kind of going with that vibe. And I realized there's a shelf life to that because it's a niche of a niche of a niche of a niche of a niche.
Right.
So we have to open this up. And I'm a big believer in speaking to kids, letting kids get in, and reaching the youth. And so I was like, if I'm really about community, about people, this product can't be adult oriented. It has to be for the community, for everybody. And people have to see themselves and climb higher, create a generation of fans, right? So it became family oriented while on my time off. It became Ashe in my time off, and it became self-funded in my time off. I was doing some hustling, doing some smart investments, and so everything you see in Ashe is maybe I shouldn't speak to this, but it is out of pocket. It is hustling me, trying to make sure it's happening. So everything is self-owned, so I don't have to answer to anybody, and that's ultimately to not have to answer to anybody. So so here we are now, and I woke up I think 2023, maybe June. And I think I woke up dead, months depressed, not working out, not wrestling, kind of like on and off, kind of seeing wrestling every now and then, whatever. But I was just kind of tired of feeling sorry for myself. I moved in with a friend who never seen wrestling before in his life, ever. And so me and him were rooming together, and I showed him wrestling, and him falling in love with it reminded me what I fell in love with it. And I said, you know what, we're gonna give this one more shot. We're gonna go back, and we're not gonna waste more time. Let's do it now. And so I started putting this together, and Ashe was done. So it'd been baking for years, but it was just a matter of like, okay, I had to get my own personal journey, and I'm still going through it, but I had a lot going throughout the way. You know what I mean? So once we got that, I was back to you, just a little bit healthier, and put this first. I had to get some healing done. So that's how Ashe really came to be, honestly. Yeah.
How do we get to the
glad
name?
That you were able to shift through that.
No, I appreciate that.
How do we get to the name Ashe?
It needed a change from Vendetta. I didn't want it. Vendetta sounded so ugly, and it sounded so attached to a moment. First of all, I wanted it to be unique. I wanted this to have a life of its own and not be tied to someone's concept of what they're already going into this thinking what it's going to be. Like, oh, I know the video game, so I know. And now I have the expectation to meet, right? Let's take the expectation. Let's take away something that's been done before. Let's do something brand new. I started looking. I've always been a fan of one word kind of things for promotions. I'm a big fan of progress. I'm a big fan of things. I think like the acronyms, like the ASE. I think that's a little played out. And it's always so many acronyms. You have to remember them all. There's AEW. There's PW. There's so many acronyms. You have to remember them all. And everyone's gonna get them. So I just wanted to say a word. And I was like, well, the word has to represent what we're talking about. And so I started looking up for things about, creation and affirmations and good force, life energy. And, all these words are what Ashe means. And it kind of fell into my lap. And I go, maybe this is the word. I've heard Ashe a million times in my life, interacting in community events and things. People would kind of share cultures, and I have people who are experiencing Yoruba culture. So I did my little research and was hoped that it wouldn't step on the wrong people, because I come from a different background, but I respect all diaspora. And if we're celebrating the diaspora as a whole, which is the concept of this show, and to uplift people of all walks of life and ilk, I thought Ashe was kind of a beautiful, transcendent word that speaks to that. So that's kind of how we got to that.
Nice.
I like that. I do like that. You mentioned earlier about not being in the moment in terms of like the history that, you know, or whatever people want to put on what happened, you know, at the first Ashe show. But I'm thinking about, you know, you got a show in a couple of weeks where you're not only that dude backstage making sure that all the pieces are falling into place, but you have a match. I mean, what's going to be are you going to be thinking about everything else while you're in the ring trying to worry about Darius Carter trying to rip off one of your limbs or something?
Yeah, I think once I go through that curtain, or once match 5 ends, the boss has had enough. You know what I mean? I think honestly, probably before that. Honestly, I think by intermission, I'm getting ready. Like it has to be that I have to pass the baton off halfway through the show at least. By then, I think everyone knows. I think Ashe 1 was a good experience for everyone knowing what they do well. People fall into place and go, okay, you go here, you go here. So now I'm kind of entrusting my team to everyone relax, so I can kind of put the worker's hat on, so to speak, put my boots on, and what I got to do. It's going to be kind of nerve wracking. Show 1 was hard enough with me just talking, and you know what I mean. I'm having to remember what I want to say, and you know, and making sure the match before me doesn't go long and everything like that. And I'm just trying to keep things going, and that was stressful to just juggle what the performers having on that, and to do that to do a good promo. You know, because last time y'all saw me, I was cutting good promos, so I have to cut a killer promo and organize a show. So that was stressful enough. Now I have to have a killer match and do the same. So, you know, I'm trying to take the stress off and handle what I can handle and understand that you guys, I'm blessed to have a fan base or audience that gives me a lot of grace and understands what I'm working for. So I'm hopefully, you know, you can see I'm trying my best out there, and hopefully I do that. That's, you know, give it to God.
Facts. Big facts.
Yeah. Can you talk about the team that you're talking about? Like, who's back there? Who's going to be running things while you are in the ring? How's that going to work? I mean, a lot of folks don't want to know how the sausage is made, pause, but you know, it's great info.
You know, we have certain people over certain elements of it, right? So, you know, we work hand in hand with the production team out of Pittsburgh that is partially behind the promotion Enjoy Wrestling.
Okay.
Connections there, the guys who helped put me and Lee Moriarty's match on the map. Those are good friends of mine. I like the way they do things. They do right by people of all, you know, walks of life. So I was like, you know, Scotty, I like your vision. Help me bring mine to fruition. And he's handling the direction of, you know, photography and the filming. We got a person on Switch who's engaging with the live stream. So as long as we got those two down, I think everything else is kind of, everyone plays their part. The referee does what he does. You know, the DJ still will has to get his music cues. Other than that, I think it's all up from there. We got a lighting guy who knows what he's doing. He's going to be on his P's and Q's. And really, those 3 elements are really going to be the deal. Them just doing their jobs well while I'm gone. And you know, if I'm not standing by them all night anyway when they're doing their jobs, so I'm rushing back and forth anyway. So I know that they'll be fine if I'm in the ring instead of just backstage getting someone ready.
Right.
This is my question. Let's.
What's going on, bro? How you feeling, man?
I'm good. It's good to see you, bro. I'm happy to see you. So this is my question, because the Ashe 1 was such a hit. I know it was kind of hard for you to get, because what you were doing was excellent. Production, matches, everything, announcing, everything was perfect.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Moving back into was it at any point in time where you like, you know what, it's no need for me to get back in the ring, I can do this here, because you see that this was a success? Was there a point when you said, I'm going to stay out here and run the show? And when you reached that point, was it when Darius Carter started talking cash shit? Did that make you change your mind to get back into the ring? Was that the reason why we're here? You wanted to punch him in the face?
Well, no, it's definitely incentive, but no, I had planned to kind of do the dual hat thing, right? Because I'll speak candidly, and hopefully it doesn't come off selfishly. But as much as I love to do a hand up with my brothers, whatever like that, I always never liked when people had to just forego their blessings and forego their path to put others on and be that bridge. I think I think it's unfair for me to continuously put myself as that bridge and not let myself get what I feel like I've earned as a performer or what I'm capable of as a performer. So I do want to be able to present myself the way I think that I'm able to be presented when so many people have failed to do so. So I want to put myself in a position to win and be the performer that I know I can be. So I wanted to do that without hogging up all of the show. But I knew being in charge of the show would let me. I trust myself enough to know, okay, there's too much Darius on the show. Lockhart, not Carter, but there's too much Darius Lockhart on the show. Let's pull it back. So I have a team that's also good about telling me that, like, maybe you don't need to go at that this much. And luckily we haven't gone to that, but I've told them, hey, call me out when so it never becomes a Darius Lockhart show. And I don't want it to be that. But I knew going in that I was going to try to wear both hats, but going in also that there will be a limited amount of Darius Lockhart matches. You know, at this point, I'm in a blessed position when I step out the house, it means something. So I don't have to be on every show, which allows me to be the boss man. But also at the same time, you do get your taste of what Darius Lockhart gets to be in totality. So I went out there with the intention of me and Billy Dixon building to a match that people want to see. You know, two revolutionaries in their own right coming ahead, and also a personal friend of mine. I thought that would be a beautiful moment of him and I be able to share that on a stage that we partially built together, because there's no Ashe if there's no Paris is bumping and no pro wrestling vibe. And there's no Ashe if there's no Billy Dixon calling me every week and we're going back and forth with ideas. Yeah. So for Darius Carter to come and make that moment about him and Billy Dixon, whatever issue they've had for the past few years, and then insult me in front of my audience, it did piss me off enough to go, hey, Billy, you know, maybe we can put a pause on this while I handle my business. Because, you know, at the end of the day, a lot of people started talking crazy while I was gone. Not a lot of people, but enough. And I do remember, I take note of everyone who said something, who's called me out, who's, you know, made a tweet, I want to wrestle Darius. I've made a note, and we'll get to that. But Carter right then and there doing it in the ring was it was a moment that needed to be seized. So I have to handle business before I handle my moment with me and Billy.
Definitely love that.
Yeah, I'm about to keep going. Anyway, so how do you go about? I'm a slight transition. How do you go about choosing the talent that you want on the shows?
So it's funny. Everyone automatically goes Ashe. You know, it's all black wrestling show, and the truth be told, it is in the name.
It is in the name.
I've never closed the door. I will never say this is all black wrestling because, you know, it's kind of segregated. But I am picking the right people for the right job for who I want, what I want to build, and the art that I want to create, and the audience that I want to serve. I want to serve a certain audience, and the audience is underserved. So I'm creating this, and it looks like what it looks like. It's ultimately Ashe is the Rorschach test. If you see all black people, you just see all black people. That's on you. I see pro wrestlers. I see technicians. I see playboys. I see all these characters. Because if everyone's black, nobody's black. You know what I mean? We all get to just be the characters, and you get to see us past our skin tone, right? So that's impartial of who I pick. But also at the same time, if it's a celebration of the diaspora as well, which I do want it to be, and the elements to serve that audience, I feel like you need a little bit of everybody. You know, you need people of, you know, mixed race descent. You need people, you need, you know, plus size. You need old. You need young. You need light skin. You need dark skin. You need everything. You need every kind of black person on the show that's represented. And I can't get them all in one show, but that's why we're doing more than one. You know what I mean? So I wanted it to feel like a pure representation of all genres, while also being a love letter to every genre of pro wrestling that I enjoy. You know what I mean? You know, TME brings that, you know, Legion of Doom energy. You know what I mean? With you know, Aja Kong and Trish, that's a Joshi classic. I respect that style of wrestling. And you know, Freshman and Carter, that was a technical masterpiece. And you know, there are a lot of things that are old school, and I want to abide by those things because I'm a North Carolina baby at the end of the day. You know, this is the territory, and this is how we do it. But at the end of the day, it also keeps us from overexposing ourselves and remembering what's important about pro wrestling, which is who we are, not what we're necessarily like doing. So we don't have to take neck bumps every other day. so that's, I choose people who know how to do their job right, and I choose people who represent a little bit of everybody.
So we're never getting a invite to the barbecue battle royal. We never get one of those.
No. No. Yeah.
You real.
But you know, I'm not closing the door on people of all races to come through. I would love, you know, I have ideas for that and when the right moment, but it's all about the right moment, the right time. It's not a segregation thing. It's not an exclusive club. It's not a clicked up thing where we're trying to flip the reversal of power dynamics. We're not doing that. But what we are doing is we're a company that's built in equity. And we want to just make sure people are just feeling good and making sure people get those stages that they're not getting elsewhere, to be themselves and do more than take a bump in a scramble match, but to tell a story that they want to be able to tell.
I want feeding the streets.
Speaking of feeding the streets, I mean, you already had I want to say Chris and D'Lo as a commentary on the first Ashe show.
Yeah,
I loved it, and I can't wait to see what Chris and Kaz are going to do. But I want to know on building on, having, you were talking about the Aja Kongs and mentioning the D'Lo Browns. You made sure to get Ron and Teddy Long for how difficult was this to get these brothers involved?
It wasn't as difficult as you think, but it was more difficult than I wanted it to be.
Okay.
I thought it would be easier going in, considering my connections and what I know, and I know how to do that. I know how to get back. We've met before as well. There was a night at High Spots here in pro wrestling. I know people are familiar with High Spots Superstore. They sell everything. They do auctions. And they had the entirety of Doom, back when Butch Reed was still with us. They had them sit here and do a live auction signing. And so I made sure to be in the building that night because I drove to High Spots. I'm going to sit in on this and chill and be in the room and soak up some knowledge. Because I had done so the months before with New Jack, and then we had a relationship because of that. So I wanted to kind of go with them. And so I met them before and knew that they were accessible and they were cool and they were down to work and they believed in the vision. I showed Ron Simmons the Pan-African title that night when Trish was still champion, and he was mind blown. And he thought it was beautiful and gave me some advice. So I knew that they were within reach. In terms of working through an agent, that's a little bit stickier. So I ended up catching them at WrestleCade in November here. And I went straight to him. I was like, hey, I know we talked on the phone briefly. I talked to your agent. Let's work. And they were super receptive about it. Ron gave me his number right then and there, and we talked about the date and told me what he needed. Teddy did exactly the same, and it was good to go. So communicating and calling them and understanding, how they could help me and things like that. And they were booked. They're supposed to be there the first show, but they were booked the first show. So so we ran it back this time, and it's perfect because Black History Month, and they're walking Black History. So
all facts.
Yeah.
Are there any matches in particular for the February 24th show that got you hyped? Like just as a fan of pro wrestling?
Outside of myself,
yes.
I want to put my foot up Carter's ass. I think I'm excited I think everyone's excitement to see this many Black women on the show is making me excited to see what they do. The King Bees are on a run right now. I'm excited.
King Bees.
I love them. They're amazing, and I know they'll be here very soon. As well as I'm excited about the Pan-African title match because Caprice Coleman is a mentor of mine, former mentor of mine. Shug's a good friend of mine. But to be, Caprice saw me from day one. He met me when I was 17 years old training, and he's believed in me since then. And so to come and give him an opportunity and give back to Caprice after all he's given me, and former tag partner, and getting to watch him up close and understand how to be an orator in this professional sport. You together, and I just watch him go, and then I would close it with something simple with a line or two. It would be Devon and Bubba, but watching him up close and learning him that much, and seeing him in some of the stuff we filmed. We have a 24/7. This is a cool announcement. Ashe is doing Ashe 24/7 special, highlighting each performer. We're doing special highlight the Pan-African title match. For Caprice. We're doing a documentary. It comes out this next week.
Wow.
Absolutely. We were just going to let everyone see it. But Caprice, watching him and working him with that and seeing him still go and talk and train and see up close, it's like, man, I'm a fan. I'm you're a mentor. You're a father figure to me. You're someone in my corner and you're a peer at this point. But I'm also a fan of yours because when Caprice gets going, you can't touch him. There's no one like him. So I'm glad I get excited to see Caprice at a high level competing for a world title, and hopefully he pulls it out. Or maybe I can't really say hopefully. I'm really in both men's corner, but I would love to see him have a moment that at least encapsulates what Caprice Coleman is to an audience who hasn't seen him in that light yet.
Damn, I like that.
Fantastic.
I last week, Brother Fan mentioned, was it last week or the week before? He mentioned the Yaya video that went up, the travel, and I wanted to talk about. You talk about a 24/7 for this match, and the YouTube has really been, you've got a lot of different stuff going on there. Is that all from you? Do you have like a Ashe brain trust that you're bouncing ideas off of to try and be more than just the show that's putting on these matches for the culture?
No, to be honest, that's all me. I do pitch ideas to folks and go, what if I did this? What if I did that? But usually every idea you see on Ashe has been an idea that I've come up with from the Ashe room being a DJ thing, because I like things like that. To the top 5, and there's another top 5 coming out soon. It's more of them we filmed in bulk, and we also have a thing where we call it. Sorry, you guys saw 10 things that are in the gear bags, but we have another show called Top 5 where there are 2 wrestlers sitting down and they list their top 5 favorite things in whatever subject we give them, and they just riff and they go. Nice. That's coming out soon as well. But yeah, most of the things you see are ideas I'm having. And we're just now getting to the point where people are pitching ideas to me. They're going, hey, what about this? And I go, yeah, sure. But I tell most roster members or people who come on board, the YouTube, in a way, it is a subsidiary of Ashe, and it feeds the stories and what we're doing in the ring. But it doesn't have to be closed into that. If there's an avenue you want to go down, if there's something, you want to work on, if you want to, Trisha, we've pitched the idea where Trisha Dora is in love with ice cream. She's an ice cream connoisseur. She tries every type of ice cream every time she goes to. If you want to do an ice cream review show, I told her, we'll do it. I don't care. It gets you a bag after this. It makes sure that you have experience with something where you don't have to bump for the rest of your life, especially when it like this. So somewhere else other than Ashe, they might ask you to jump off a ladder, and here we care about your well-being, and we know that there has to be something after. So I want to give people those tools to show their personalities, and maybe over as an internet personality, and maybe that puts you on some TV show years from now. I don't know, but it's small steps to everything. So it's my idea, but it's something that people being themselves have naturally amplified, because the content is really them. They are the content. So I think them.
You obviously have these folks here for a reason, right? But has there been someone who, from the content you've made, kind of started jumping off the screen like, whoa, hold on, you got something more than I expected? Has there been someone who really jumped off the screen to you early?
To be honest, man, it's everyone delivered like I thought they would deliver for the most part. Everyone I put in position, I put them there because I knew they would do that. You know what I mean? It's like Yaya, I knew he was next up. I knew people were gonna go, he's the guy. I knew that when I put him out there. So I was like, cook, bro, I'm gonna put you in position to win. I try to put everyone in position to win. In terms of jumping out, I mean, I just mentioned Ya, but I was very interested to see who jumped out to fans. I think that kind of did more for me than anything. I think what y'all reacted to. So I know what Movie Mike's trajectory looks like at Ashe in my head, but then or what I plan to put him in a position to do. Hopefully he gets opportunities out of that. But I'm looking at YouTube and I'm seeing people comment, I can't wait till Movie Mike's the first Ashe World Champion, and I'm like, oh wait, okay, well maybe this is a title contender that people want to see challenged for more opportunities. Maybe people are excited about Kevin Knight. Someone's like, maybe Kevin Knight could be a world title, and I'm like, maybe. You never know. So it's really who y'all gravitate to is popping out to me. But when I watch the show back, everyone is exactly who I think they are, and that's the shit. So that's just real talk.
That's amazing.
Was this is just a question? This is for me.
That's for him.
Was anyone else in the arena astounded by seeing Kevin Knight jump over the clothesline?
Everybody. I was. I didn't know he was going to do that.
I've never seen that in my life.
And when everyone in the back asked him about it, he was just, yeah, man. Because that's Kevin Knight. He's so laid back. He's so cool. Love Kevin Knight, man. And ladies love Kevin Knight. Everybody love Kevin Knight. So he jumped into the program was nuts, and I hope he does it several times over for us, as long as he stays healthy.
You said something I was going to ask about that. You said people were asking about an Ashe, somebody being an Ashe World Champion. Have you thought about belts, titles?
I think about everything, brother. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I think I think, championships are important when the people holding them are important. And because I'm speaking to, the general audience that does watch wrestling, independent wrestling, there is traffic from you guys. But there are people who've never seen wrestling before in their life who are coming to the show and being like, whoa, I want to come back. I've never seen wrestling. So to do that, they have to care about who they're looking at instead of just going, this guy's a champion. Because that means nothing, ultimately. Right. When you see someone win the title that you hate, and you're gonna then you go, oh, not him being world champ, then it means something to you. If you see someone you love and they win a world title, then it means something to you. Now you're invested. So I want people to invest in who these people are before we start worrying about accolades and things to fight for. Right now, there's a time and place for it, and and when it comes, it'll come. But that's right now. I want people to come, have fun, and enjoy these people that they can see themselves in. That's more important to me right now than another championship in the world, because there's so many. There's one on TV every Tuesday. Come on, every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday, every Tuesday, every Monday, every Friday, every literally.
Yeah.
Hey man, I got a really important 2-part question.
Oh.
So the first part, right? I've seen you out in public, seen you out on TV, NW, bunch of places. What do you have against brims on hats?
What do I have against brims on hat? Nothing. I think any good pro wrestler, and this is going to get a little bit like a psychology thing, but I think any good pro wrestler is a pro wrestler, someone you can draw, someone you can do an impersonation of, someone you can dress up for as Halloween. And I think what's unique, I've never seen people wear hats like this, like that. You know what I mean? And I want to be able to, like, when a kid draws me, all he has to do is do the hat, the shades, and the beard. And then now you got Darius Lockhart, you got a picture of me. And that's iconic to me. Bret Hart, the shades. All you have to do for Bret Hart is draw pink shades and squiggly hair and a straight mouth. And then now it's Bret Hart. You know what I mean? So it's me trying to think outside the box and going, I want people to be able to look at me and go, I know how to draw, how to impersonate, how to dress up, because that's how you transcend and that's how you become something people can invest in, more than just just wearing what.
So the second part of this question is, after the lights are taken down, matches are over, everybody kind of healing their wounds. Where's the after party down Ashe? What we doing after? Because we down there.
That's a good question. So, a lot of people hit me up with that last time, and I've been thinking about ways to do after parties for Ashe. Of course, it comes into more finances at that point, right?
Yeah.
Because then I got to book another venue. So that's 2 venues in a night, and But people are, there was a house party last time that the crew threw, that I was excited that they got to throw. Me personally, I went home. I couldn't take anymore. I needed to unplug.
You need to sleep,
and you don't want to start partying with your boys. That becomes a blurry line, and then you start. It's too familiar. Right. So I wanted to keep arm's length, but that's something we're working on. I want to be able to. I do want to let everybody know an Ashe after party, a regular thing, will be something that hopefully we can encompass within this vision, where people can go party and then maybe hopefully see some of the people that they just vibe with on the show, and then you buy your favorite wrestler a drink or something. Who knows?
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm not cooking.
Establish that now, brother.
No, these are legit requests already.
Yeah. Let me know where to show up. I'm not showing up with chicken. And
I told my friend the other day, we were talking about, there was a discussion on Twitter about men. Is it okay for them to cook for their friends, like in excess, like in detail or whatever like that? And I said something about, I had just made breakfast for a friend the other day that was a woman, and someone was, and I was like, I just do that just because I cook if I'm gonna share a meal. And they were like, we'll breakfast at Darius after Ashe. And I was like, hell no, no one's coming out.
Slow down.
Yeah, but y'all got it. You know what I mean? If y'all want to do that, y'all got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think, did anybody have any other questions? I think we do have a lot of show to get into. Brother man, word on your heart?
We gonna be down there.
We down there.
Excited.
February 24th.
sir.
Ashe X BHM. Sianka, that's how you pronounce it?
Yes, sir. Sianka, amazing artist. She gives me Erykah Badu, Dreamville, Ari Lennox vibes. She's she'll spit for you, but she'll sing her ass off right after. So it's gonna be some moves. If you're in the crib and you're watching a live stream, because there will be another live stream for this one too, light your incense at the crib and have a good time. If you're in the public, put your lighters up, have a fun time. Because Sianka's that type of performer. She's the vibe. So
my lighter never go down.
Well, I do want to say I appreciate the way you streamed it. That's a service that I use all the time, and because it'd be like fight and I got to sign up for another spot to go to. Nah, give me the reel right there, and the fact and the key, Mr. Darius Lockhart. I want you to know, sat and watched it that night.
Sweet.
Kept running the replay the entire weekend. Like there was no reason to watch anything else at that point, because where else you going to see Darius Lockhart or Darius Carter and Darius Lockhart battle in the ring, and then see Darius Carter and Jonathan Gresham have an amazing match later on? And it's just amazing value. Yeah. Amazing value.
Yes.
And I'll announce this on the show too. I like giving y'all exclusives because y'all are fam. I'm really picky about who I do exclusively. Gresham versus Carter will be available for free very soon. I'm doing way more than I have to. I'm editing it myself.
Wow.
I'm editing it my 3 camera shots. It's a pain in the ass. But Darius Carter versus Jonathan Gresham is coming out very soon. We're going to put that on YouTube for free so people can see how we got here between Darius Carter and I, as well as an amazing Matt Classic that those two put on. So we're going to put that for the world, because as much as he deserves to get smacked in the mouth, Darius Carter is a fantastic wrestler, and I'm never going to stop another brother. I'm not. One thing Darius Lockhart is not is a hater, and so I know he's talented, and I want more people should see him, and more people should see Gresham. He's the best technical wrestler in the world that I've ever seen. So I want to put those two wrestlers get that shine, as well as build some anticipation for what we're going to do on the 24th. So that will be out very soon.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. That so. Actually,
I
was going to say we have. There's a lot of show we got to get to, but Darius, thank you so much for dropping gems here, dropping exclusives here. Again, the squad will be down February 24th for Ashe, the second Ashe. If you haven't peeped, AsheWrestling.com, just click on that Watch Ashe and figure out how you can watch that first show.
Buy the tickets too,
and buy the tickets again. The link is in the chat as well. Darius, thank you so much.
Thank you
so much.
Y'all, much love, and can't wait to do this again. Hopefully sooner than 4 years. Don't wait so long. See y'all.
You said it. Peace, my brother. Peace.
Good night.
Oh,
hey man, it's a BRP meet and greet, $20 a person. Y'all bring the liquor, $25. We'll drink the liquor with you.
We'll drink the liquor with you.
Hey, $25 a piece. You know what I mean?
$40. We'll tell you my name.
You give me $10 and another shot.
$50. We're gonna let you slap Fan Belly. like Kamala.
Why you do that on the first day of Black History Month? The disrespect.
This nigga trying to be Black History.
Peace of Darius Lockhart. Peace to everybody over at Ashe for real. That was a begin. Ashe X BHM, February 24th, 2024. It is a Saturday down in North Carolina. If you can't be there, if you want to be there, buy your tickets. If you can't be there, figure out how to stream it.
That's going website. We might want going on get up on the way.
Yeah, I think it's probably just time to get the show started, right?
Fling, fling, fling.
Right? Hold on one sec. What am I doing? Where my y'all mean at? Where my y'all mean at?
Greetings, wrestling fans, and welcome to another action-packed card of All-Star Wrestling Division.
Oh, my fault. Welcome back to BRP.
Wait a minute.
What?
You ain't even. That's all. That's all of all.
Right. That's all of us.
What you mean?
It's a tie. We in a tie.
This is not a group award.
We know. So stop blowing on it.
That nigga said tie goes to the runner, nigga.
We have not. I don't know how we're going to figure this out. There is a 3-way tie after the Royal Rumble.
We got to ban Vaughn
quicker if you keep blowing on the belt.
My belt?
That's ours.
Looks so pretty. Looks so pretty.
This nigga's an asshole.
Peace to Darius Lockhart. I may be the asshole, but hey, you know what you've been calling me for the last 2 months?
Show enough, asshole.
Facts. It's your boy Cal. You already know the vibe. As you can see, and that was Twan said, tie go to the champ. That's how it used to be. I ain't gonna say nothing,
Twan is your neighbor.
He be in Germany making cakes and whatnot. I don't know where Twan be at. It's your boy Cal. Peace of Darius Lockhart. As you can see, the squad is on the line. This one over this there's a story that this one got to tell at some point. What's going on? Oh,
that's it.
That's actually very funny. That's actually very funny. Next up.
Hey, I believe that's me. Ilfam79. It's all like, what the? All right, nigga.
This one.
Dun 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 dun.
No, I'm not gonna sit here and do it again. I'm not gonna sit here for that.
Dun 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 dun.
Wait.
Dun 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 dun. Damon.
Yeah, it is Dame Tom.
That's it.
Now
That's all we got. We ain't get.
This nigga
Damon.
He ain't got
That's
nothing.
all.
He got a fishing hat on right now. He ain't ready for nothing.
That's a bucket. That's a bucket, not a fisherman. It's
a bucket.
He been fishing in that hat. He ain't got no rhymes.
It's very Paddington.
He ain't got no rhymes. He ain't got no rhymes in the bucket.
Not at all. None.
We have a very special guest, but I also know that we have a story time. Do we want to introduce our special guest first?
Special guest.
I don't know if we can even call him a guest, right?
No, he hasn't been here.
He ain't been here.
Correct.
He ain't been
here now.
But you know what I mean? This is the This the newest member of the Rockefeller team.
Okay.
You know what I mean? This nigga gonna be our special correspondent. From time to time. We'll work out when we see him. You know what I'm saying? He's from the land, but specifically from Baltimore, Maryland, or Baltimore, Maryland, depending on which side of the earth you from. I'm not even sure how to look. The nigga announced the name change after I saved his name in the phone. This nigga's like, nah, I'm gonna go buy something else next week.
Wait.
I don't even know how to introduce Dapper Dan Midas DDM.
Wait.
Is it not DDM?
It say DDM. It say DDM.
That's what I say.
Man.
With the Trinity shirt on, that's crazy.
Yes.
That's officially a throwback. That's officially a throwback.
Wait.
He had his bag, like literally. He was like, I got this. I was like, damn, where the shirt's at?
Hey, Mimi.
Hey, friend.
Hey, girl.
That's my new best friend, y'all. Good.
What's today? Today is last Monday. These two that never met each other in life, and I'm like, you know what? All I know is that DDM and Mimi, they both like Charlotte Flair. And then 3 or 4 days, Mimi, yeah, this my new best friend. Oh, yeah, we about to do this. Yeah, we about to be worn. Yeah.
Go best friend. Go best friend is out of control.
It's my best friend.
That's my best friend. That's my
but
best
wait,
friend.
but hey, because this one was. Mimi says she had a story time, and I've been waiting Actually, should I set up the story time?
Nigga, do whatever you got.
All right, bet. Let me set up the story time. So,
Kofi here with governments already. Cause that's what he said. He did. Nah, nigga.
Hey, Kofi.
And what's crazy because
get Kofi out of here with the government.
Mimi never hit. Matter of fact, Mimi never hit me with anything. Mimi said, "Hey, my days were filled with unexpected events. I'll be on tonight. Don't worry, but I have a." My initial thought, because I'm a paranoid asshole.
Oh my god!
I said, should I be worried? Because you never know when someone say they got a surprise. It could be anything.
Shit could be child support.
This one told me never sent me what she was supposed to send me about an hour ago.
No.
But then, oh my, let me get these photos. She sent me 2 pictures.
Let's go.
She sent me 2, and
let me set it up. Let me set up the.
So I can't. I'm all right. Let me take these photos out then. Okay.
No, you can put the photos in.
Nah, set it up. Set it up, Mimi.
Right.
So on Tuesday, Monday, I was in the group chat. We click. It's all good because I work from home. When I work from home, I'm present, right?
Locked in.
So then Tuesday, I said, you know what? My boss was on vacation. I was like, you know what? And I'm still doing that other thing. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to go to the house. I'm going to chill over at the house or whatever. So driver comes over like around 11 o'clock, like, Mimi, it's emergency. We need to go right now. So I said, okay. So went over to where, so the nanny got into a car accident. And so
Fran Dresser?
Fran Dresser got into a car accident.
Fran Dresser
not from here. She's not from here. I said, oh my God, let's go get her. I speak a little bit of French, so I was able to translate a little bit. It wasn't her fault. It was her fault. So then I said, okay, so we went back, took her back to the house or whatever, went home. It was just crazy, right? I get a call yesterday morning, like, because of this incident, because she's like an au pair. So when you do as an au pair, you have to, when something like this happens, you kind of, whether it's your fault or not, you just gotta move on. And so she was so frantic. They were like, we just need you to escort her. And she was she's below age. She's below 21.
Oh, a minor.
Yeah. No, not really. But for some reason, she just felt more comfortable. So they were like,
Mimi.
Oh, okay.
Mimi, I'm sorry, one sec. Math, an au pair is like a live-in nanny / maid person for rich white people.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
That's why I don't know what it is.
Facts. No, I learned about it from the rich white people I knew in high school. Yeah.
Okay. Google up there.
So, but they work minimum hours. They work minimum hours. Like, they can't work over a certain amount of hours. They don't work weekends.
Right.
And they live in your house. They just be chilling.
Yes. They live in your house.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So they're like, Mimi, he calls me up and he's like, Mimi, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and do this. I know that you're doing that other thing, but is there any flexibility? Don't worry. If you want to stay a couple days, just let me know. But I just need you to do this for me. And I said, okay, I'll do it.
Do what?
Here we are.
Do what?
Do what?
Ding, 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 ding.
Look at this nigga. Look at this nigga.
Oh, no, I just got it. I didn't recognize it.
I was when she did the song during her intro. I'm like, because again, she's gonna hit me talking about I'm in. She said, when I tell you this information, you're gonna be like, what the fuck?
Wait, is that?
And then she said, I'm in Paris. I said, what the fuck? And then she sent me this.
But that ain't even it, bro. I didn't realize my passport expired.
Oh shit.
So I was like, okay, what am I gonna do? So they, the national passport, they have these national passport offices all over the place. So you just gotta make an appointment and they give it to you that day. But
they pay for it?
No, expedition is only a 90. It's only when you go to the office, it's like regular passport fees. There's nothing extra. There's no $2,500. There was one place that was asking me for $2,500. I was like, I ain't giving you $2,500. So my friend was like, no. You could call this number, see if you can get an appointment. While I was making the appointment for the one downtown New York and like over by the Federal Building, somebody took the appointment.
Oh shit!
Like, damn, I'm so sorry. Somebody took the appointment. The only appointment that I have is in Vermont, Buffalo, and New Hampshire. I'm like, New Hampshire's probably the closest one. It's only 3 hours away. I'll take the New Hampshire one. Drove to New Hampshire that morning.
You drove?
Yes.
New Hampshire.
That's crazy. You was just playing the Roman theme. You just had the Roman theme blasted.
It has been a crazy 48 hours. Crazy 48 hours. So then I'll go back tomorrow morning because I don't want to be out here like it felt too quick to stay and too quick to leave because I got this new job, this other job. So I was like, damn, I just got to get back. And if I stay the weekend, I'm probably stretch it out. Let me just go back home. So I leave tomorrow morning.
That's great. I think like what time is it right now, Mimi, over there? Like 3?
It is 3:26.
Mimi,
I'm not trying to get jet lag.
What time's your flight?
I leave here at 7. My flight is at 10.
Mimi gonna end this pod, have 2 hours to get to the airport, and then fly back to it. She's gonna be asleep on that plane.
I'm trying to stay up.
Right.
As if I'm in New York time so that I don't have any issues or whatever.
I got you.
I will be fucked up on Sunday. I will be fucked. I'm like, I got a headache. I can't come to work.
I'm a mix.
Ooh, you know what? You're giving me an idea.
What you about to do?
Oh.
What you about to do?
So you just got the pre-story time of how never mind, I won't even say it out loud, but yeah.
Dear state of Maryland, understand that time is my time. I will use that hoe. Maybe one such day.
Now, all right.
What is wrong with him?
Nah, again, this is Happy Black History Month. We're officially in WrestleMania season.
Oh, I'm not going. I'm not working every Friday in Black History Month. What?
I got to do that next year. I gotta finesse the Black Fridays and Black History Month.
Hey, and then the year after that, nigga right. Tuesdays. 3-day work weeks in Black History Month.
That's right. But to kick off Black History Month, we kicked it off 2 or 3 days before. We went to brunch. We had food. How did you feel about that food? That little chicken. I wasn't a fan of the chicken.
Oh,
you haven't had ham chicken.
Yeah,
it was giving bland, but I was
so it was bland.
I like the beta, so okay.
They having a bland chicken meeting right now.
For him, he was checking it. He kept coming over and having conversations. I was like,
you had to put me D with that because I was totally clueless. But I mean, it was okay.
You were.
Hey, Diddy, and what's the best chicken in Baltimore?
Oh, that's a tough question. Oh, the best chicken in Baltimore that's not a woman. Okay.
I heard. That's not bad. Not bad. That's why he's here. That is why he's here. Niggas be saying Parks jump.
Parks is iconic. No shade. Parks is iconic. Hip hop, they went downhill. Hip hop used to be the moment, but they don't went downhill. Their wings is pigeon wings now. I'd probably say like Parks. And the old Lexington Market though. I don't know what the new Lexington Market giving.
Son, it was a spot on the corner on the Lexington Market that was on the side closest to the light rail. And on that corner, my nigga, the way that my uncle would get chicken, gizzards, and he would get the fried chicken, he would get wings, and livers and gizzards mixed up. I don't eat light hot sauce. The way
livers and gizzards.
I can do the wings. But I think I know what you're talking about. But they used to have the feathers on their wings, and I don't like that. You got to burn them.
Nah, not this
No,
one.
no.
They had no feathers.
No. You gotta eat the feathers.
You got
You gotta eat the feathers.
you gotta eat the
I'm
feathers.
not
You
eating
got
no
to burn
feathers.
them off. I don't do no feathers, niece.
You gotta eat the feathers. How's
Nah,
she gonna
you-
jump and make the basket?
No, you got to burn them joints off, man. No feathers. The only feathers
you
I
need
want
to
is in my fur.
Burn them off. No, you got to pluck them.
No.
If it's feathers, you got to pluck that off. You got to have some paper towels, and you just.
Hold on, cuz.
Mm.
Dad
Stand
say
over there, eye at the stove.
Dad say the only feathers he want is in his fur.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Shout out to Peter. No, you know.
Shouts to
Nah,
Pete,
yo,
yeah, for real.
I ain't fooled with that terrorist organization ever since they had them anti-crab eating billboards in Baltimore. Yeah, they was like, hey, you Mimi.
Hey Mimi, you don't take this bushel of crabs no more. We don't need 4 bushel of crab.
Yo, I ate crabs from Baltimore, nowhere else. How many times this summer?
Too many.
Every week?
Every week.
Every
Them
week.
foots was all.
Where was you getting them from?
Everywhere.
So when his family would go down, I would be like, "Oh, you coming down?" They're like, "We know, Mimi. How many dozens you want? Let me get 2 dozens. I'll order them." And you couldn't tell me nothing.
Shame. It's a goddamn shame.
Yeah,
Every single week.
laid up in the bed. I don't feel too good. This is the last one. I swear, this is the last one.
She done froze them bitches.
Hey,
for 6
see, Mimi ate the last crab whole. She took that joke like ibuprofen.
You know how Garfield be eating it.
That's Heathcliff.
That's Heathcliff. It's Heathcliff.
That is my life. Anti-crab. We protesting.
Anti-crab.
Wait. So I missed the whole fucking story.
Yeah, you did. How do we get here?
Oh, it's a mule situation.
Hey, bring me back a plate. Bring me back a plate.
Yeah,
Now,
bring
you
some.
want
You don't want no place out here. You don't want
that food, cuz.
Never mind.
Wait, you ain't eating no French food? You just eating at McDonald's?
Deron Bland, my
I
nigga.
ordered-
Deron Bland.
I ordered Chinese food.
Uncle Roger out there. Go find Uncle Roger.
Wait,
Nah, that's you.
what was the name of the Chinese spot out in France?
Ain't one.
Hold on.
It got
Le Hong Kong.
Chinese food.
Le Hong Kong is crazy.
Yo, we sat and watched me and little fam and the missus yesterday.
Asian room.
Asian room?
That shit sound like a rub down place.
And it got 2 front doors. You got to go through one front door to the second front door.
You're
And
not
they still
ordering
be
nothing from out
suspicious.
there.
Nigga, what you want?
Nigga, what you want is crazy.
That is not the name of that.
That is not that is definitely not.
Je suis beef. Je suis broccoli.
Je suis Yakami.
Je suis broccoli.
Yeah.
This is what it's like every week, BDM. Get ready.
This is the moment.
Well, so the Royal Rumble, right?
Yeah.
So how, I want overall thoughts on the 2024 Royal Rumble. How was y'all feeling? Anybody could start. Y'all was there. This aside from me, these 2 up there was there. The rest of us was in the win.
Mimi.
Uh-oh.
Well,
You
know.
What did you? Let's get to what you didn't like.
Here's the thing. What I didn't like. Oh, that men's Royal Rumble was garbage. That was hot garbage. Like,
It was
hot.
trash. It was trash.
Like, I can't believe y'all sent that out there. Like, that was crazy to me.
They had to send it back.
They had to. I'm sending it back. Like, I'm not even like I didn't even eat half the plate. I'm sending the whole thing back because it was foolishness. We had no legends, and then number 30. And I love this man to death. He had a great year last year, but number 30, Sami Zayn. Really? That's what you're giving me? Like, this is just like, are you kidding me? Like, I'm like,
Everybody.
So, and then it's Sami Zayn. Like what?
So who would have been a proper 30 for you?
Good question.
I don't even know, but damn it, not Sami Zayn.
I don't know, but not that motherfucker.
But yeah, like this is the thing. It's like who's left? I think the legends niggas is too washed now. Like it's
old.
either niggas, it's niggas is there and old niggas that y'all like. Is you want to see that Sting match next month? That what you want?
This was the conversation I was trying to have earlier this week. I don't know about that, but a lot of these mid-card people were in that match. There were only so many people in the men's, huh?
It was a mid-card rumble.
Facts. And I think the problem is a lot of these people are mid-card. Who was caring about outside of like Punk, Rhodes, Jey Uso, and maybe a handful?
I mean, shit, that's all you need, though.
Mm-hmm.
You got
it's still 20 some other people though.
Because you had a main event level 4-way dance. That takes
that too.
3 people.
It took 3 people out of it, yeah.
Contention.
But how many times have we seen people have matches earlier on the night and enter the Royal Rumble?
That was an issue for me. What happened, you tied up LA Knight, you tied up Randy Orton, and you tied up AJ Styles in that sham of a championship match.
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
Sham. Bathroom break.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta go pee. Wasted my
Hold on,
time.
you went to piss during the Roman Reigns match?
Because why are we like? Let's be real here. It's not even remotely like, oh my god, maybe tonight.
I agree. I agree.
Maybe tonight is LA Knight's night.
But think about the conversation is always The Rock, or it's finishing the story. It wasn't nothing with these 3.
God dang.
Yeah, like seat fillers.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
what's wrong with seat fillers?
Jesus.
It's absolutely nothing because they get the shot. But I'm just saying, you tied up 3 people that could have really changed the scope of that Rumble. Another issue that I had with this Rumble, if you watch SmackDown the night before, when you saw the reception that Trick Williams got when he came out in that arena, there's an audible call, and it's like, all right, one of y'all got to go. Another issue, Chad Gable was not in the Rumble. No Alpha Academy presence.
That's true.
Waste.
They
Creed,
did say,
no Creed present.
They did. There were a number of people that they said. Actually, 2 points I want to make. One, there was word that the SmackDown creative team took notice of the reception that Trick Williams got that Friday. Now I don't know what that means, but
stop saying the stuff they were saying though. Because
like
that
what?
word is they were like, they saw his reception and immediately they say, this is a world champion
WrestleMania main event.
Stop saying that about people. Be like, you know what? This guy got a good reception. That's enough.
That's enough.
Because what you end up doing is slapping an expectation on somebody, and within 2 years they don't hit it. You're like, oh, this guy ain't who I thought he was.
Right. No, that's facts. But the other point I wanted to make, there were a number of people that they say were in the area, including Xavier Woods, the Creed brothers, Chad Gable, everybody else aside from Maxine Dupree in that squad, as well as Johnny Gargano and Titus and people like that. But yeah, for whatever reason, they decided to go with what they went with.
It was weird. I didn't understand it.
I mean, people assume it felt like it was a 1 or 2 winner match anyway, so I don't like. That's what people like. If people didn't think Punk was going to win, they thought Rhodes was going to win. I don't know people saying, "Oh, Jimmy Uso got like that." Jimmy Uso
was going to win.
I may have tweeted. I said, "Where was Paul Heyman with this Jimmy Uso storyline like a couple of weeks ago?" Like he brought that out in 5 minutes. I'm like, "Yo, this is dope." And then the Usos being 1 and 2, that was cool. But then it was like a bunch of motherfuckers until Cody came out.
Yeah,
I think though we've gotten those rumbles, the men's rumble. It's been like that for a few years. Like people have been talking about that men's rumble and talking about how it was the big four, but this one don't really feel like it used to be.
Right.
It ain't enough returns. All that stuff that we're saying about this year's Men's Rumble is things we've been saying in the past. And I think they hear it and they put all that stuff in the Women's Rumble.
The Women's Rumble. Well,
all of it.
The
old niggas,
that's the highlight, right?
The Women's Rumble, there were a number of dope moments throughout that. Well, it was superior. They were there. No, they were there.
It was beautiful. Me, I don't know, girl. I don't want to talk too much. You know, I get enthusiastic.
No.
That's
why you here.
You got a microphone.
That's why you here.
All right,
I love my lady wrestlers.
Well, if you don't know what to talk about, let me. I got a bunch of photos, so let me just I'll throw some images up on the screen, and I want to get if my internet will stop internet. Actually, first Naomi, number 2.
Oh my God, I almost cried. I literally almost cried.
Well,
yeah.
The crowd was hype.
Crowd was hype.
Looks great.
Everybody was on their feet. I don't think anybody expected that we were going to get her so early. We got her super early and just couldn't. I mean, I think I said it on the buckle. It's not that I didn't want people to be right. I just wanted to be surprised. And even though there were rumors that she was going to come, I don't know if I was surprised more than emotional. I think that's what it was.
She was emotional.
Shit, I was emotional.
I'm going to speak on something about Naomi's return because I wore my Boss and Glow shirt to the Rumble because I wanted to be that guy.
And jacket.
Absolutely. And, here's the thing. When Naomi came out, I scared the hell out them white people in my section because I turned into a whole fool. And, the thing is, first of all, she came out at number. I get why she came at number 2 because they wanted to give her full interest. As she came out later with the type of entrance that she has, you can't give the va-va-voom that you need to give.
Wait, one more time.
The va-va-voom.
I don't know. Cody got his va-va-voom.
Cody did va-va-voom.
Now let's not open that can of worms. It's Cody Rhodes, okay? And Naomi, no shade.
Look,
but you got to give Naomi her time. I think being in the crowd, hearing the welcome back chants was refreshing because I'm going to be honest, as a person who goes to, I done been to Survivor Series, Rumble, all of them for the last 2 years. And when our black girls come out, the white folks act a certain kind of way in them stands. And I'm just keeping it a buck. And I done been all around the country at these pay-per-views. And if you're not a certain type of black girl, they're going to treat and talk about you a certain kind of way.
Yep.
Keep going.
Bottom line.
No, keep talking
flat out. But Naomi ate it though. I was mad at the wig. The wig, it was getting stiff.
It had a name in it. Her name was in it.
Yeah, it did have it in the back.
She had to get punched in the face while she had it on.
It's not the athletic hair. Like I need you to give her a chin strap. She needs something because that hair was stiff. It got stiff.
See, that's the thing. And that's the one thing that I wish her and Sasha would just get it together. Like just come to New York and just go to Queen. Go to the Queen lady with the hair. Go to True Indian Hair.
Wait.
No. Come to True Indian Hair in Brooklyn and on West 35th Street.
We need a check. We need a check. Oh, work, nigga, work. Oh, work.
What did you say?
Is that Egyptian number 9?
Wow.
What is it? What you say? Indian? What is that?
True Indian Hair. True Indian Hair is when you get your installs, the hair, no matter what you do.
Yes, I know
no matter
exactly
what you do, it just lays. She could have been sweating, and it would have just laid perfectly.
Yeah. It was definitely good when I just left TNA and I got to hurry up and catch this plane. That's what it was giving.
What? So I thought
one of them niggas let me hold something. Hey, let me get that.
What? Last week on the pod, we talked about how it seemed like Trinity basically just cut the promo saying I'm going to be gone. And I thought it was dope that not only did they have Naomi return, but just after that Thursday where she had that match, they had Jordan Grace come out there as the knockout champion.
Fam.
I told you,
Fam.
the best
She's through
women's
the roof.
division
She's
over the
gone.
last few years
Gone.
has been over there,
You see, Deanna was on Dynamite last night, ripping.
and now they getting outside.
Now they outside.
Mm-hmm.
Gone.
There was an interview. Jordan said that she didn't let Naomi know that she was coming back, or going to be in the Rumble. I should say she didn't let Chelsea or Naomi know that she was going to show up.
That's how that was supposed to be.
She said Chelsea was getting texts and then
Every
text
other
her like,
year.
"Oh, I saw you. You was here. That's crazy. I didn't know." But I like that type of shit.
Yeah. So so you see what Chris Brown posted. We getting knockout champs every year. I mean, we got Mickey James 2 years ago, right?
That was 2 years ago. Yeah. Yeah.
And then nobody last year. I don't even. Was it Deanna Purrazzo was probably the champ around this time last year?
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
Was the champion.
But there was no one involved. But I mean, I don't think there's any. I honestly think that looks dope on both sides.
But they wouldn't have brought Purrazzo back because she was fresh out of NXT, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's why they wouldn't have brought her back.
But and I think either like it probably would have made less sense to do, but like this made so much sense.
And she looked like $1 million.
$1 million bucks.
She looked like
the check.
She's
she looked
gone.
like she need to be there.
Yeah, she's gone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's
just cancel my dates or whatever. Let me finish these dates because I'm done.
Fact.
But
done.
you remember if y'all been around since the interview at the beginning of the show, she lived with one of the greatest technical pro wrestlers on earth.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
When she showed up in that room, in that ring, it wasn't just she I mean she's she got them big shoulders and she looks intimidating, but she looked like she was supposed to be there.
Yeah,
and that's always a big thing in the Rumble, especially somebody 100%. Who might not necessarily come directly from NXT or directly from the WWE pipeline. It was somebody from over there. It came in that ring, and you know what I'm saying?
Killed it.
She's gone.
And was in there for a decent amount of time.
She spent some time in there. Yeah,
she was in that bitch as long as I was in that motherfucker.
You stupid.
As long as I watched it, she was in that motherfucker.
You stupid.
So her elimination, right?
Loved it.
Her elimination was interesting. I kind of want to know what y'all thought it meant.
That was a crowning.
She takes Bianca's finish on the apron, right? And gets thrown out. Uncharacteristically, Bianca like winks and licks her tongue at her.
Yeah, it was for the culture.
What was she saying with that? Like, this still WWE, nigga.
She said
soon. Like,
it's part ES. You see her thighs. She got the EST on the thighs. It's part I was that chick. You got a title, but look, you in my house now. But I think it's also yeah, you took out my girl Naomi. Look, you got to fall out a little bit. You gonna eat this little ringside area for a little bit. This ain't you right now. I also want to. Did y'all notice how much Bianca's ponytail was around the ring by the end of that night?
Yeah, shit, you ain't never seen a hood fight.
No. I have seen. Matter of fact. A block away from my house, somebody's whole wig is sitting in the grass. What I'm saying is, I've not seen.
Go put a dish out.
I didn't take a picture of it. I almost was gonna, but I've not seen a match where it was so much of Bianca like because they was doing all types of pulling on the ponytail type spots and whatnot. That ponytail was going through it that night, but no, this shit right here was for the culture.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Back to what my cousin was saying. I honestly just think that means you got kissed. That's the kiss of death. You got
the KOD.
That's it.
Welcome to my world.
KOD don't stand for King of Diamonds.
That too. No, that's before you get hit with it. After you get hit with it, it's the kiss of death. You ever went to the 18? Never mind.
You wildin'. Yeah, calm down. Calm down.
It's interesting because I also think that KOD symbolizes a level of respect, and it's something that yes, you're from a different company. Yes, this is my house. But the way that they wrote that for her to get eliminated is saying that she's still strong because she took something from the strongest on the side of that apron. That's a great spot for Bianca to solidify herself. They made sure that they had Bianca match up with the strongest women in that Rumble to make sure that you understood the dynamic of that. I thought that was cool.
That's facts.
That's right. That's right.
Do we know producers yet or no?
I honestly, when I was getting stuff for the show earlier, I didn't see anything that showed producers for the show at all. But jumping off of what DDM was just saying about showcasing strong and powerful women, I mean, talk about this.
Jesus Christ.
Look at that, brother. Look, if you look a little bit over Jade's one shoulder, there's a brother that's got like bleach blonde, like micro braids. He's got his phone like, yo. He said that micro braids is what they get when they go on. I don't know who he's like. He's not Chris Bay. That's like
Reggie Bay, his brother.
Yeah, that's Fish Bay. That's Richard Bay. Richard Bay had to make sure that he was in the phone.
God dang Bay.
But what was the crowd? I mean, obviously people wouldn't have known the Jade song, but what was the crowd like when they realized that debut was right now?
I did not think that they were going to pull that trigger.
I
was so I was floored. Everybody around us was just, whew.
You know what surprised me, and this is something that is interesting when it comes to wrestling fans and tribalism, is that I have followed Jade Cargill throughout her entire AEW run, bought the T-shirt and the action figure. And it's so crazy to me how she is now in WWE. And I remember being in arenas and men would be calling her RuPaul. And now that she's in WWE, they're like, she's bad.
What men?
Oh, well, you know, they was
bunch of little boys.
White.
You know,
white.
It's like now they got her in WWE, and it's like she is this totally different person.
Right.
But I will say this, ring wise, she was a totally different person. Because baby, it wasn't giving Steph.
Look at this shit.
It was together.
I know who you talk to.
Aware, super aware of how she was moving in the ring, super careful. And I will say this, you see her, she looked like she was comfortable in AEW. She looks like she's happy in the WWE. Her smile is from ear to ear. It's just a different vibe. I would argue that she's a completely different person.
Yeah.
She's a completely different person. Aesthetic wise, still the same, if not better. Those wigs are better.
No shade, because her wig was on.
Better.
It was on.
Wig was on.
It was on. It was giving down.
She was moving.
Yeah.
She was sweating and everything, and it's still stayed laid.
Listen, what
talk
about excited? Yo, excited. I haven't been I was excited when Kofi won. I was excited. Y'all saw me. I was excited when it was Bianca Sasha. Excited.
Of course.
When I saw 28 go up, and I said, "Oh shit!"
We called it. Yeah. You called it
to a T.
To a T. No, it was. Well, the thing was I think when we were having the conversation that afternoon, it really didn't feel like a surprise. But I think even that night, because it was maybe 6, 7, 10, somewhere around the beginning of the Rumble, I tweeted. I was like, y'all waiting for Jade? Everybody said yes. That's all everybody was waiting for. So yeah, I think everybody had a feeling it was going to go down, but still, I
saw that shit at 28. I said, "Holy shit!" Mumu ran out and was like, "Stop!" We was all stuck. Like,
right?
Holy shit! Look at this. I have no words.
Matt and I had 28 you didn't have 28 in the Rumble pool, did you? You had like 12 or something.
I had 10.
Yeah, you had some shit. You was around me.
Yeah, I lost.
I had Kyrie saying
we all won.
We all won. Actually, yeah.
I had Bianca.
We did.
Wait, hold up.
We had 3 women at one point in the Rumble.
Look at that. Look at that. This moment, though.
3 black women.
Well, let me ask a question. No, let me ask a question, because I had a thought about this, but then during the week, people had different thoughts. When y'all saw this, were y'all thoughts Bianca and Jade as a team, or Bianca and Jade versus each other?
That's a verse.
Dear Lord, I do not want to see no team.
Yeah,
No, that's
I'm
a
sorry,
verse.
because the team mean them devilish, cursed belts. And
Yes.
keep them belts far away from them niggas, please.
Yes.
Please.
You got to keep them far away from each other. Keep them away from each other.
yeah.
That's all I needed right there.
I wouldn't say far away from each other. Let them niggas walk past each other in the hallway and give little looks every once in a while.
Yes.
Every other year. Keep them motherfuckers away from each other. Because I need that bitch. I need that shit to be shaking like motherfucker. You know, when the volcano about to erupt, that's what I need. That.
Yeah.
So let me. So now you think you want next year at Mania, right? You want them two versus each other?
No.
I'll take it right now, but I don't know if it'll happen right now.
Because next year I still need my Charlotte. I need Bianca to get that last patch.
I thought Charlotte. I thought Bianca.
That's probably the plan.
I thought Belair Flair was going to be the match for Mania this year, but then Charlotte went down. I'm sorry. Yeah, Charlotte went down.
Yeah.
When I saw
Charlotte coming back up.
She was there with her man, right?
Yeah, that bitch working out.
Yeah, they were showing her greasing them up backstage.
Yeah, she was. When I saw this, I said, "This feels like the Mania poster. This feels like one of them matches I want to see in Philly." No, I don't know.
This is one of the matches you want to see in Philly, but they hold that bitch off as long as they can.
Yeah.
You gotta hold this bitch off.
Yeah. See, Philly is about builds, though, right? Like a lot of these stories need to have already been started to be told. Mm-hmm. Like, unless it's like a work rate match or a short term, like, it's gonna go past Mania. We got to start telling these stories, because that's the Mania is like Mania's Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? I think I said this last week. Everything needs to be a hit. No underground hip hop. It got to be no Mos Def records. It's all Drake.
Don't do that.
It's all Drake.
I don't. Definitely not that.
It's all Drake is funny. That may be the name of the episode. Well, I guess my question, if we don't have Jade in a Mania match, what is Jade doing right now?
Working out, getting better. So the next time we see her,
make a Brianna Strowman.
You still got, but you
job her out.
You have elimination chamber. You still
let her
have
beat up 2 women at a time.
You have a multi-person match coming up again.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You got an elimination chamber, so you can showcase her there. She don't got to be in there long. You know what I'm saying? She obviously, she could get eliminated. I don't think she's gonna vie for a title already. So you can start her feud then. So you still got some time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing is we saw her in the Rumble, right? We don't know where she at. We know where she was, right?
She looked good.
So there's a lot you can cover up in a Rumble.
Facts.
We don't know where she at. She could be there.
There's still some work. Especially on the promo. I don't know if y'all watched the interviews after. She specifically a couple times said she thanked the WWE fan base. I said, they didn't work the WWE universe. And it was the same with Braun Breaker too. Like, you could tell these people who haven't really been to promo school. Mm-hmm. There's a couple, but I don't. Jay don't need to be vying for a title right now. Jay better be vying for a title soon. I don't think there's a SummerSlam. I don't know if Jay could just be sitting around not doing nothing if she's wrestling.
I think you can have her working in meaningful stuff. You can throw the NXT title on her, the NXT Women's title on her, if you want to do that.
You gonna throw her down to NXT?
Because she's popped up on every brand, so she could be a Where's Waldo of WWE, where you don't know where the bitch gonna be at. You know, she might take. You know,
I was drinking Coca-Cola when you said that. I paid a lot of money for this goddamn computer. DDM Manny, whatever your name is.
Dapper damn man.
I'm just saying though, because the thing is, now they want all of the great women's champions. If you notice, they all make them go back and get that NXT belt.
Get that run, yeah.
The run. Better get it early, yeah.
We knock her out right now, and that way you can still hide her a little bit and still have her. That's the case where you can have her do a Kevin Owens, where we haven't seen the NXT champion come on the main roster and make it relevant and have people excited. There's a lot of potential with this young lady, and you can still hide her, but you use this time to build her skill set so that by the time we get to 41, now she's really there. And if we do want to pull a trigger on Gladiators, we can do that, and she can actually be led to a good match by Bianca because she has the seasoning at that point.
Right.
So we got to get there. We got to get there. Dear Lord, don't let 41 be in Minnesota. It's too cold.
And what?
Minnesota.
The word.
That's the word.
Minnesota.
What's in Minnesota? Lake Minnetonka?
What?
The Timberwolves.
We got to do a pod at Lake Minnetonka.
We not going.
I'm podding at Lake Minnetonka.
Paisley Park. Let's go Paisley Park.
Would they let us pod in Paisley Park?
Heck no.
Hell no.
How much would that cost?
You know, Prince probably ain't believing no podcast.
Yeah, Prince, he ain't want none of that shit.
I don't really
podcast, MP3s.
So what was the Women's Rumble the only highlight of the night?
It was amazing. To me.
It was the women's match, the men's match, the 4-way, and then Kevin Owens wrestling with a fractured foot against Logan Paul.
Yeah, I think that
I like the ending of that match.
They definitely they was doing some story stuff.
Creative. I love that. I love the brass knuckle bit. I like it. So now it looks like he's wrestling full time now, right?
For a bit. Yeah,
probably during Mania season.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
He feels like a Mania season, SummerSlam season, Survivor Series season type of motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he can do everything. He can do everything he does on the go.
Yeah, it's very easy for him to transition. Whatever. Yeah. We'll see what that. You going to Paisley Park? Shit, let them know if we could pod out there, Vaughn.
We can't.
What you mean we can't? We just got a pod about Jesus. That's where Prince's stuff is. This his whole Yamin is out there.
I thought it was Jehovah's Witness.
Right.
We just said
on Sunday.
Wait. Ain't that the Sabbath?
Yeah, I think it's Jehovah's Witness is Saturday. We'd have to do the pod on a Saturday.
Is Sunday the first?
Oh my God. Forget it.
The first of what? No, what?
Okay. Just go.
Happy Black History Month, y'all. Like for real.
I'm going about it.
For real. Bailey won to the surprise of nobody. Yeah. I would assume we've not had SmackDown yet. There was a situation with Rhea on Raw, but then Nia Jax came out and jacked her up. I'm assuming there's going to be a confrontation. I'm assuming Bailey's about to be out damage control, and I'm assuming that whoever there's a story that Mercedes Moné is supposed to be reporting to AEW in March. So I'm guessing that means that we're not getting a Golden Role Models reunion in WWE, which is kind of frustrating.
We already knew that. We already knew. He said, let me get the Charlotte bread. And them niggas was like, no.
They said,
and then that was it.
She going on an award tour. I mean, that's kind of her thing.
Her and Okada are popping up in AEW.
You don't think? Let me take this up. You don't think Okada's going to show up in WWE?
No, it's dumb. It's dumb for him.
Why?
Going up there
because he's the man in AEW.
Because he's been there before.
He's going to NXT and goddamn WWE. because he's not nobody. It ain't no.
I don't think he would go to. I don't think he would go to NXT if he.
He too real hip hop.
I don't think he would get
for the
there.
goddamn main roster.
My hope would be that they would treat him like they would treat an AJ Styles, who was who had been versed in New Japan for a minute, and they said, "Bet, what's the point?"
AJ Styles has been on American TV for quite some time before then. Before he went to New Japan, and he speaks well.
I think that's although I don't know what they're doing with these because they're still saying Obafemi has got them any. And I don't know what Okada's situation is, but I feel like for the man who's got the 3D robe and the money coming down, like what's his NXT entrance going to be? Just walking out? Like it feels like it's going to be such a stunted presentation of this guy.
This nigga is never going to NXT.
Ever.
So
that's not happening.
It's not happening.
Is AEW, like I understand it being a fit because a number of things, but is that going to be the best look for him?
They're going to give him more money than WWE will.
You think?
Yeah, they throwing a bag at him.
Wait.
I'm asking.
AEW is not a position to throw any bags at anybody. Legitimately, they are not.
That is not true at all.
Okay, all right.
Because everybody in this season, everybody's contract's been coming up, and a lot of people ain't been re-upping. People go, they not. Who are they paying? Who are they paying real bad?
What are they paying? Why are they paying? Why are they paying them? Why are they paying them?
No, but that's outside of our conversation.
I understand. Yeah, but it's not outside of our conversation because you can pay somebody a bag all you want and it does nothing for them. It does nothing for them. On the TV, it does nothing for anybody but who they choose to make prominent. Okay? Yeah, they probably will make Okada prominent, but he's not going to go. He's going to hit their ceiling in 30 days. Shit. He probably going to hit their ceilings when he walks in that door. Okay?
First. Yo, you can't put I'm going to say this
out there for the crowd to go mild and
I'm going to say mild. Like I don't think the vow you can't present that on AEW television. Pardon me. I'm sorry.
I think that's a thing. I think there's a situation. I'm sorry to jump in. I'm like it feels like if WWE is not going to give Okada what they probably should, I don't know if AEW can at a certain point, like outside of the matchups that are there's obviously going to be a Danielson Okada 3 if he's in AEW. But yeah, at a certain point, it feels like he would have hit his ceiling because who the fuck? Like I could see Okada Samoa Joe, but I'd love to see Okada Samoa Joe at Revolution if he's going to be going to AEW right now. Put that in there instead of anything the fuck else you got going on because he feels like one of those guys.
But then
you got Bruv showing up too.
Like Mimi said, where are we going after that?
I don't know.
When Bruv pop up.
Yeah. The reality is, and sorry, I'm not like the most like big wrestling mark.
No, talk about it.
The reality is, when I look at where WWE is going, right? I look at NXT, and I'm talking pure optics here. I'm not the wrestling moves and your history and all that shit. I don't give a damn. What I'm looking at is NXT's roster is the best looking. I'm talking about physically roster in wrestling. Mm-hmm. All of them fine. Mm-hmm. When I look at who WWE is positioning now, WWE is in a season. That's why they keep holding back on LA Knight. They want new, young, strong champions. They want new, young, strong products that they can market for the years to come. Okada, love you to death. Know you're a legend, giving you all of your flowers. But in the WWE, it's not going to go anywhere. As a casual fan, you can make all of the money fall out of the sky if you want to. The 12-year-old, the 15-year-old, the 20-year-old is going to be like, who the hell is that? And they're not going to pay it.
Can you put Meals' comment up, though? Because I think there's actually a really good point with that.
I was going to say, can you va-va-boom one more time?
Meal said, for the people that's not on YouTube, youtube.com/Black Rasslin, please like, comment, subscribe. Meal said WWE wants to feature more international talent. They will make a play for Okada. They're trying to be global. I will say this. There was an interview with two women who work at Netflix, and they were specifically asked about WWE. And they said two things I thought were very interesting. One, they asked about the $5 million that Netflix was paying out for Raw for 52 weeks in 2025, or starting in 2025. And they were like, the way we look at it, think about it as a couple of movies and a TV series, or a TV series and a couple of movies, like in terms of like the money that they're spending out that year. And they're going week to week, and they're saying when you really break it down, it's kind of like based off their production and what they're doing, it makes sense. But the second thing that they said specifically is, and this is part and parcel with the Netflix deal, they're looking at trying to grow the international fan base for WWE. That's the one thing they're looking at, is that there are many opportunities for WWE to be more global. So I'm not saying that's good, that Okada is going to be the answer, but if Netflix is looking for that, I wonder if in the coming months WWE is going to, as they're going to Berlin and Australia, and Cena was just on the BBC the other day talking about WrestleMania in London again. I wouldn't be surprised if they tried it. I wouldn't be surprised if they tried it.
Here's the thing. And I agree.
Stop.
I agree. But here's the thing. And we don't know what a post Vince McMahon WWE looks like as far as marketing its international talent.
Right.
That's things to be seen. Okay. Now,
he was on the BBC. I know what I said.
You can have
what am I call? He was on the British Broadcasting Corp. Who the fuck calls it that? Barbs. I know what the fuck I said. I said what he was on. The BBC. I'm gonna pause what he was on. What else I'm gonna say?
He was on the one nigga show. Over there.
Hey, no. Black History Month. Was it no niggas on the show? It was all white people. I would love to have London be the place. I say it all the time. It was on the BBC.
How the fuck did we get here?
Right.
How do we? Because we're talking about Okada. We're talking about international with the WWE. You not following? You stopped when the nigga said, "Oh, he said something about some."
So I would say this.
Wait,
you stopped at the pause.
DDM didn't finish.
Yeah, I was still.
I was like BBC. I'm like, okay.
I was looking at the chat. I'm sorry, chat going ham with this nigga right.
I watched
Chappy Chat.
I know BBC, but no, I was saying we don't know what their international marketability looks like, and the reality is, yeah, they could bring in Okada, but how long of a lifespan does he really have?
Right,
he's
right.
old. I hate to say he looks great, but you're old in wrestling years.
Yeah.
Your promo skills, to Fam's point, we don't know what that's going to give.
That's a tough one.
See how you saw how they did Shinsuke live in ring, and now he in the back doing videos for every promo.
No, the videos been hard though.
The videos now are dope.
Anime joints have been tough.
Absolutely, but we just don't know. And I just think that if I'm Nick Khan, if I'm the powers that be, do I really throw all of this money at this man when I could have a face like his, who probably has a better body and longer leverage, that can still give me that international look? So that's where I question the sense in booking at that rate of what he deserves.
During WrestleMania season, where everybody's telling me that it's going to be Rock and Roman, I totally believe that they would go for the expensive face. But I understand. I totally understand what you're saying, because I think you're right. The idea of and that's almost why I think they may do Okada now, because I think the fact of how many years does an Okada have in the WWE, I don't know how much time that is, but I think if he's hot right now, they may go for him right now and then try and figure out, all right, after a year.
But in America,
send him to Daly's place
right now. Like, is he really hot right now?
They don't. This is the thing, and I want to be clear. Just like they don't need The Rock right now, they don't need an Okada or many of these people. They've got enough. They have enough now.
It's enough there.
All of this is extra.
That's that cherry.
Facts. It's the WrestleMania season cherry.
Okay.
And it's about the pop.
All right, yo.
Happy Black History Month, y'all. Happy Black History
I'm
Month.
out of here.
Yeah, when fam throws the headphones, you know it's a problem.
As nasty Leroy enters the room.
Look, I agree.
He said, "I agree." That's funny.
No. I'm not
funny.
saying WWE doesn't want Okada.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying the interest and probably need is different for both companies.
Of course, I agree.
Yes, Okada feels like an initiative push for them, right?
Right, exactly.
Okada directly feeds AEW's fan base right now.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So I think it's worth it more for AEW to say, take this money. When WWE was like, well, I mean, we've got, some Japanese folks over here, niggas that are big time over there, you know what I'm saying? Kaizei, and they got thing, Asuka, and they got thing, Shinsuke Nakamura. You got those folks already doing things. So the need isn't urgent for WWE. I think AEW, low-key, not high-key, need a goddamn Okada. And so they're going to throw whatever they can throw at him. And WWE can be like, we got this.
But
you don't want that? Well, go on
over
there.
Yeah, I feel you.
But two, pardon me, cuz my bad.
Yeah,
but two DDMs, dabs, motherfucking point. How many years does he have over there?
Well, yeah, if he's over there, he's wrestling at Bryan Danielson pace, and that's
which is 2.
That's a broken arm, that's a broken orbital bone. Yeah,
every 2 months he's out.
Every couple months, yeah. It's something to think about, and it may be why he ain't said, "Oh, I'm all elite."
Hey Ed, Al Harris, by the way, to answer your earlier question, don't even worry about it. That name, none of these things.
Now, this is a Monday night thing, but it was a Royal Rumble thing, and I hate to say, I told you so, but what the fuck? What I watched? I watched the men's Rumble, and I swear to God, I think he tore his tricep when he was getting eliminated.
They say it was whatever he was doing with Drew
during the Rumble.
Yeah, they say he finished the Rumble with the injury, but it had happened a little while
during the match. Jesus.
Hey, yo,
and then that man stepped on his arm the next night.
No, that's it's already fucked up.
You can't get. I think it's the same. It's same as Black Titty Cody.
Black Titty Cody.
But the problem is Black Titty Cody's about to be in somebody main event, and this man did one pay-per-view and he got a broken chicken wing.
It happened every time. It's like he just can't. Look, first of all, I'm gonna just be honest. He's probably a nice person in real life, but I can't stand CM Punk. I was there when he showed his ass in AEW at that press conference. I was there when he came back in Survivor Series, and I was there when I saw him get fucked up again. Sorry, my bad. On this, he just is injury prone. At this point, this is what I was just talking about with Okada. At some point, we got to let it go. CM Punk, he was great for the pop in Chicago. He moved some merch, and that's great. But the reality is, he is injury prone. He's always getting hurt. He always has to take time off. And at this point, it's getting old. You were supposed to come back to have your WrestleMania moment, then you talk about next year.
You can't even get down the damn road. You can't even get down the street.
Right, and we got people in queue. We got people in queue. Sorry, we got your replacements queued up. Okay?
Yeah,
right.
We got them queued up.
Okay? He was not ready. He was not 100% when he signed that contract. He knew it. His face gave it all away on Monday, and he didn't show his ass the way everybody thought he was going to show his ass. He showed his ass in a deceitful kind of way, in my opinion. I believe that man was not 100%, and he was just like, I'm fine. Let me just sign it. And he signed a contract. And
he crying.
Like, I'm just going to go ahead crying like a big fucking baby.
Wow.
Mm. And you know what's so interesting is that with him, he's a great talker. He's one of the best mic men when it comes to wrestling. Because some people need managers, no shade, but he's one of the best mic men, and I love him for that. But I just feel like you're really servicing. I think honestly, WWE got what they needed out of him, which is he came back, he gave a pop, you know, they made good on it. And now, honestly, they don't need him no more.
They selling t-shirts. That's all it is.
Thank you.
I'll go up to Work's comment from earlier. And the truth is WWE doesn't need quote unquote anybody. It's
they made it, it's a brand. Yeah.
Everybody can go. However, there are things that work and things that don't.
Right.
And I think the truth is what niggas are saying is he can be used in different capacity. You use him, but he wants what his want is different.
Thank you.
His want is probably work rate, right?
Right.
But at this point, it should be. I'm okay with him getting back into the ring, but it should be Miz.
He got to figure out where his lane is.
He's there for story. He's there for main event. And I don't want to give you this. We're not doing that. Ain't no real hip hop. He has passed the real hip hop stage.
He wanted that again.
He may have 1 or 2 a year. And this was what I was saying prior to the motherfucking Survivor Series is you use this nigga as you use him as that one time thing.
He didn't want that though.
That's it. But it ain't always about what you want.
What?
It's
Wait.
The only way you gonna get paid.
Wait, no, you're right. But they didn't sign him saying
correct.
You can't do what you want to do. They said, "Oh, you want the main event? Bet. Let's build a storyline about it."
They did an excellent job.
Yeah. And then he broke a fucking chicken wing during the Royal Rumble, and then he's out 4 to 6 months. Apparently,
what happens if this nigga ain't hurt though?
He's just capping.
Nothing.
What if this the story?
Yeah, we'll see.
I don't believe this whole everything that was happening
when
he came back. Well, no. When he came back 3 months ago, has it been 3 months? Yeah, November, December, January. January. He was back
February,
a month and 2 months. He was back 2 months.
And now he crying with a fucking broken chicken wing.
And he got hurt.
No shit. What? I get hurt every morning when I get out the bed.
You ain't got no damn
nobody wrestling ring. You ain't nobody wrestling ring.
Cal, I can't be on the pod. I broke my leg. I broke my chicken wing. Nah, that don't happen for me.
That first year I used to call out all the time. Yo, I ain't gonna.
You were trying to grow your beard. That's what happened. What you say, fam?
Can I ask you a question?
What's up?
DDM, you cover years. You are not gonna like this.
Oh
shit.
Is Kobe Lopez?
That was work.
Is Kobe Lopez Lamar Jackson?
Don't do that.
I don't know what that means.
Because I like Lamar Jackson.
What?
I'm sorry, Kobe. Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins.
He's good until you need him. Is that what you
Yes.
Because
Super Bowl champion, he was. That took me out when he said that.
He said, "Pick me."
All year, this nigga has been the work rate guy. He's clearly been the most important / best worker for WWE, right? Like for the majority, like all the stuff. If it isn't main event stuff, which hasn't been, you know what I'm saying? He's been the, you know what I mean, Super Intercontinental Champion all year, and his matches have mattered the most. And then when it came down to making it, he's been the best guy all year. And then when it came down, this isn't the first time this has happened.
No.
Came down to Mania time when he was supposed to be at one of the main events, supposedly, the assumption.
But you don't know if he's not. He's still slated to perform.
Nigga.
Right.
Nigga. He got in that ring. Wait. February. It was It was the day after the Royal. Wait. Hold up. when a person wins the Royal Rumble, they win the opportunity to choose who they fight at a main event in WrestleMania. Why do I need a champion saying, hey, don't choose him, choose me? Why?
Because he wants to make.
I was embarrassed for him. I was embarrassed for him.
Brother Math, this ain't the presidential campaign. He's not stumping for votes. He's the champion. At the end of the day, the person should be stepping to him and saying, I want to fight you. He shouldn't be offering up a match. At WrestleMania, shaking somebody's hand?
I didn't like it for him because of what Fam said. He was the guy for a whole year. He made that title. He made us forget for a little bit. that title wasn't the Super Continental Championship. He made us forget. And now you came on national TV and said, pick me.
Wrestle me. Hey man, come on. You look at come wrestle me. This could be fun.
Is that two pieces of one?
This is the FUBU. And then said this is the FUBU champion. This the FUBU
he getting to the neck of that outfit.
Yo, the nigga.
And then said it was the
pulled
FUBU
up a
championship.
It's for the people.
What people? What people?
Right. Not for me.
It's two minorities in the ring.
Cuban and the guy that what is the Kobe Lopez is something, ain't he?
Yeah,
I
Lopez.
keep forgetting Seth not white.
He Albanian or something. He Action Bronson.
He Action Bronson is funny. Let me confirm that.
That's George's cousin.
Colby Daniel Lopez. Early life. He was born. He's of Armenian, German, and Irish descent.
Yeah,
that's the Armenian. Shouts out to my Armenians.
He's a minority.
Okay.
Matt Welty's an Armenian. Matt Welty from Full Side. Anyway, I don't like this. I don't need my champion asking
Come
for a match from the person that won the Royal Rumble.
Come.
I understand the idea that he's the workhorse.
He needs it more than because he owed it, right?
Did y'all watch the end of the Rumble though? So Cody wins and he pointing.
And Roman was in the stands.
I don't know where Seth was obviously on one side of the arena eating hot dogs. And Roman was on the other side with Paul Heyman like, do you see what the fuck is going on out there? What the fuck is you about to do, Tribal Chief? Whose ass is you about to... He talking cash shit to this man the entire night. Now, when there's a certain point where Cody Rhodes' song keeps playing. I ain't never heard this part of Cody Rhodes' song at all. And Cody noticed, oh shit, that's Roman and Paul right there. He pointing to them. Do you know what Paul Heyman? Do you know what Paul Heyman said to Seth Rollins? Mind you, Paul you stupid. Paul Heyman's holding the title. You know what Paul Heyman said? He said, "Show it to him," and handed the title to Roman. And Roman said, "That was the moment." Seth, I don't know if Seth had his title on him.
You know he got it on him.
Yeah.
In a bag.
You gotta ask. You know he got it on him. He the workhorse. He always got it on him.
He got it in his.
That's what he had.
What they call it? His what they call it with the bag you could bring on the plane? What they call it?
Carry on.
Yes, the carry on. He got the title in his carry on.
Yeah, he got it on him.
He has to.
It's his personal item. But the reality is that belt will not matter the way that they want it to until Roman drops that belt.
He gotta drop it.
And please let him drop it because I'm over it.
A 3-way?
I get him.
However way you want to do it, just get it off of
it.
I don't like it.
Cody, Seth, Roman at WrestleMania in Philly?
It's possible.
Who?
Cody, Seth, and if you got the.
All right, get her off. No, get her out.
Listen,
cut her.
A 3-way, whether it be Seth's belt or Roman's belt, you cannot do a match stipulation for that. It has to be a clean win. Period.
Right.
No 4 ways, no 3 ways, none of that. None of the no street match, none of that. It has to be clean.
Carry On may be the name of the episode. That's my type of title for our episodes. All right,
So
I guess
Cody's fighting Roman.
that's my assumption right now.
It should be, but they wouldn't have done that for
means
nothing.
no. When I say let me get back to you, that means no. That means I left you on red. I'm probably not going to get back to you.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what happens Friday night with this man then.
Yeah, they doing something weird. They definitely doing something. But I bet you they close to putting Cody in bubble wrap. they close.
Yeah, you
they
can't
lose another.
He's beating everybody. He beating
cannot lose
everybody. He'll wrestle at Elimination Chamber, beat everybody.
It's no way.
You're gonna have a Miz match.
He's gonna have a match.
There's no way he's wrestling.
He'll wrestle Solo Sikoa and beat his ass. You don't think so?
Who's beating?
Who's
beating? What?
Yeah,
nobody.
that's
He
not
can't
bubble wrap.
wrestle. He can't
can't
have
do anything. You got to keep him. You got to bubble wrap him.
Didn't he beat Brock?
He got to play patty cake.
Didn't he beat Brock Lesnar with a broken arm?
Supposedly,
he can't do that no more, and we can't tell.
Well, he cannot do that anymore. He can't do that anymore. No, you're right about that. And yeah, that's what. And the thing is, that's all. Allegedly, the reason that Braun Breaker had his moments in the Rumble was because of he took Brock Lesnar's spot, but I don't think any of that is confirmed right now. Anyway,
okay. Anyway,
hey, are y'all niggas? What y'all? You know, we haven't talked about this. Australia, the chamber,
right?
Perf.
The perf.
PRF.
Perf.
Are y'all? What y'all setting alarm clock?
Oh, because it's on their time. It's on their time. Yeah.
I think it's 5.
I
Which
thought
is
it was
dumb.
3.
When is it?
It's
when
in the
is it?
morning.
I think it's 5.
But when?
Berlin WWE.
Like 3 or 4 in the morning.
Oh my God.
That's a Saturday, August 31st, 2024. Bash in Berlin, right?
Yeah.
I was talking about Perth.
No, perf.
When for the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
Chamber 2024 start time
4 o'clock.
4:30 a.m.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So yeah, that's like that's earlier than a work day.
Yeah.
Right. So
on a Saturday.
On a
Oh
Saturday.
my God. And what time is it out there? What time is it out there?
Mimi, if it's like 4 o'clock with you right now, it's maybe tack on another 3 to 4 hours. They're one of the first regions that gets New Year's.
It's 8.
Oh.
It's Japan and them, right?
Yeah. Perf.
It's It's gonna be early.
Yeah, we're not watching that shit.
Just get a replay.
Well, I'll say this: I'll watch it. Y'all start running up that Patreon. I'll watch it with y'all at 4:30 in the morning. But start running up that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'll be in the bed.
Yeah. It's giving
You be watching these
cock.
It's
Look it
gonna
up.
be replay.
I'm probably gonna get up.
I may have to get up that day.
I might get up and fry some eggs and some scrapple and watch that jump.
Let me ask.
Ain't no fucking way in hell I'm getting up.
This Saturday.
I might still be up. The Crown Royal will be pouring sometime.
Talk about it. What's the move for Trick Willie on Vengeance Day this Saturday?
Sunday.
Is it Sunday? He got 2 matches Sunday.
Yeah.
He got the Dusty Classic and he got
the
Yami with Dragunov.
Pay attention to your timeline on Saturday.
2-4
or Sunday 2-4.
If you there's been teases. It's been teases.
Hey, yo, why that nigga had to? What you talking about? Willis face though.
Turn that back on.
Talking about Willis?
Come on, because
by the way, he had a very nice showing at the Rumble.
Young Carmelo, yeah. He was squaring up with Bobby Lashley. I said, the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that, man. You're gonna get hurt.
Nah, we family.
Hey,
One Black History Month yet.
Big facts, but also Melo's taking to everybody. But not this. But the whole thing was Dragunov he's still trying to tell Trick that Melo's the one that's wrong in his corner.
Mm.
He don't want. And on SmackDown, Trick let Melo know, hey, I ain't come out here just to save you, dog.
We
like,
partners, bitch.
Yeah, it's this trick. I actually shouts out. I think on NXT, shouts to Ken Lu. Ken Lu. I was pretty sure this was the first week that they actually referred to them as Trick Mellow Gang on the
bar.
On the screen, like if you go to the WWE YouTube for the full match, it says Trick Mellow Gang versus the LWO, and I don't think they've ever actually been officially known as Trick Mellow Gang as a tag team.
Stop that shit.
Did they get a lower third or no?
I'd have to check. I'd have to check to see what it looked like when it showed up.
I'm gonna be honest. It feel don't the mellow term feel like too much of a layup. I mean, sometimes wrestling, but it almost feel like too much of a layup.
They've been building it for so long. Mello was champion when they started building this.
Mm-hmm.
It was the second match with Dragunov?
Mm-hmm.
It was because Mello was in the way or whatever, and that was when Trick was in the way, and Mello was like, "Hey, I need to do this shit on my own." That's when it started.
I don't know. With Trick Williams.
Ball so hard,
that ball so hard that nigga went.
I need to tap out.
All right, is there any? Let me look at this.
Ball so hard. Let's get the fuck out of here. Watch.
We actually, yeah. I will say this: anybody on here asking about what black folks are or aren't doing on AEW, I need you to be watching AEW before we can actually have the conversation on TV.
Yeah, don't ask us, nigga.
Well, I watch every week, and if we're gonna have a serious conversation about what is and isn't happening over there, I need you to be up on it so we can
don't
start from the same place.
No, before you ask us.
But at the end of every show, there's only one question we have to ask. Miss Mimi, Sleepy Mimi.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you have a Black Rass of the week? I don't. I didn't get any, so I have nothing loaded. But we'll see if we can work on the fly.
It's 3. It's the 3 ladies that was in the Rumble. It's Bianca Belair, Naomi, and Jade Cargill.
That was dope to see live, huh?
One dope return, one reaffirmation, and one incredibly powerful chick that is going to do wonders. Like, I think DDM hit it when he said she looked like a completely different person in the ring. I need that to be the pinnacle. Like, I need to see, if I don't see her on the screen and then I see her in a month and she's better than she was at the Rumble, I'll take it.
I like that. Brother, actually, DDM, you got Black Rass of the week?
Oh,
you have to get used to this.
Black Wrestler of the week. Black Wrestler of the week, I would have to say, would be again Jade Cargill. I'm going to give her the solo tip, based on presentation, star power, believability, and impact on social media and media in general. She really made an impact for all of them. And I'm going to use this C word that I don't like to use because I think it's racist, but crossover.
Okay, thank you.
I thought it was.
Now use the other. See, no.
No, don't please. No.
No, but
you
too.
don't
Care about that word, right? People niggas don't care about that word.
Yeah, brother fam, you got a Black Rass of the week?
I'm gonna go with pure ignorance this week. They did some community outreach. A couple of I don't think Machiavelli was there.
Nah, I'm not there.
But they went and there's a Maryland school, that has their own wrestling club, and they went to visit those folks and you know what I mean? It was good to see them, getting out there and kind of doing some wrestling things. You know what I mean? Not necessarily everybody ain't got to get duffed.
Facts. Nah, big facts.
Everybody needs to get duffed.
Hey.
I mean, wants to learn, but you know what I mean? You ain't got to duff everybody.
Facts. Brother Math?
I'm gonna go Calvin Tankman. Calvin Tankman was in DPW. I think that was Kobe Carino.
Did he call the school too? You had to watch him get it. Like I watched him get it.
Yo, Calvin Tankman. If you check out the Black Rasslin Instagram, you can see him hit that crazy ass top rope Spanish fly and into the Tankman driver to get the win. And I think it was DPW. Shout out to Calvin Tankman. That's my Black Wrestler of the week.
Facts.
Week.
Damn. Let me see if I can find the photo. One of my favorite moments. Shouts out to anybody that's on the Patreon, because I watched both the Women's Rumble and the Men's Rumble. And I will say one of my favorite moments. There's been a lot of dope shit that happened in both Rumbles. My man R-Truth going for the hot tag in the Royal. I was dead. I would absolute. There's some like the idea of being this old and understanding like all of the rules of pro wrestling, and then R-Truth. I don't know. You don't know how old I don't know how old R-Truth is, because that man looked like he looked like he did when he was in the Eazy-E pictures.
That looked like K-Quick.
Big facts. The fact that he's got such a wrestling mind that he went to the wrong Rumble to start the show, and then during the Men's Rumble he got up on the apron and was like hot tag and got the hot tag.
Yeah.
I don't know. R-Truth, thank you very much for being you. That's it. I guess that's the first episode of the Black Rasslin Podcast or in Black History Month 2024. I don't know what y'all expect. It's gonna be like this all month, all types of nonsense. Shouts to Mimi. Hopefully Mimi don't fall asleep before she gotta get out of there. Shouts to her for everything. Brother DDM, before we get out of here, DDM, where can people find you on them social medias if they want to tap into what you got going on?
At Dapper Dan Midas on everything. It's the same thing everywhere.
DDM.
We're gonna have to get DDM on the show more often.
This was fun.
I would love to.
This was fun. It's too late. It's too late. It's gonna happen.
No more.
It's gonna happen. Brother Fan.
Hey man, Fan7 on your social media choice. Y'all see me when you see me. You'll see me pretty much all month. We're gonna be working. We're gonna put some things together. I know it ain't your bag, but we're gonna dig deep into the nostalgia bag this month.
We'll see.
I thought Black History Month means we was off.
But no, that's the regular job. Like I told you, so it's gonna be, you know what I mean, Black Friday, and then next year we elevate to Nigga Tuesday. So then the 3-day work week during the whole Black History Month.
You got to work to NT.
God damn, Nigga Tuesday. Don't follow me, nigga. I don't give a fuck what my socials is. Don't follow none of them bitches.
Jesus Christ.
None of them.
As always, again, shouts to Mimi, at Cal on Twitter, at Black Rasslin on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. BlackRasslin.com is a website, and as always, you can find Black Rasslin on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Google your favorite podcast. We should be there. My internet is internet. And Turnbuckle Talk every Tuesday, 6:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Twitters, twitter.com/Black Rasslin. Make sure you're hiring at the Patreon, patreon.com/Black Rasslin. Pay to 1, pay to 10, get all types of content. Like Mav say, pay to 11. YouTube, make sure you're subscribed to this. If we made you laugh once, hit that like.
Twice you gotta share too, nigga.
Yeah, make sure you share it for real. Shouts out to Darius Lockhart. The full interview will be up on its own on Friday. Trying to think if there's anything else going on.
Hold on. I was on the Shaker's Den.
When is that? Do we know when that's dropping? Barb's is here.
Me and Bob's drank so goddamn much. I don't even know if the episode's still going on.
Barb
Who
said,
wowed
thanks
out
for,
first? Who wowed
thanks
out?
for yelling at me
Who
tonight.
else? This motherfucker right here.
Shouts out, Barb. Barb's, you know what it is. We have dope conversation, but I've been drinking wine all night.
Yeah, we think you tripping. We gonna say you tripping. That's
no. Yeah, hey, I'm with it.
I think Bob's get that.
I'm if you know me and I trip on you, that just mean I love you.
Yeah.
DDM, I'll trip on you at some point soon.
That's
Don't worry.
Eventually.
Shouts out to the chat. Shouts out to y'all again. DDM, thank you for coming through. This is really dope.
Hey, shout out to Rock.
Shout out to Rock. Shout out to Rock.
Do I not know what's going on? Fill me in when we get off.
Shout
Fill me
out.
in when we get off. Actually, one more shout out.
Rock.
Always Rock. One more shout out. Our heroes Rock, Biggie, Andreas, Jonathan Davenport. I finally got to watch Bridges. The NAACP Awards should be yours. That's it for us this week. Another week, another Black Rasslin. You know what the vibe is. As always, Mr. Newjack, please, no blafties tonight. Take us out.
Like me or not, I didn't come up here to be liked. I came up here to get paid.